Alright, problem is on the back of our Champion Euro Premier, it has these great little aluminum louvers on the engine compartment. Pretty nice, but as it gets older, the rivets are starting to come loose and they're wiggling, and this one popped undone on the last trip, and there's only two or three of them that hold as it goes across. Two of the rivets on this one are bad, so I ended up using some zip ties. I had to double up two zip ties that I had with me to get far enough around to hold that in place, just to drive it home and not worry about this louver flying off onto the highway. So I've fixed some of these with some screws, and we'll go through doing that today. I took off the louver, and see the rivets sit down in there. They kind of stick out, the pieces that are broken off. So I just tap those. I use the pliers, back of the pliers, tap on those, and the rivet piece that's left in there will just kind of fall down in, and then we can drill that out. I'm going to use a 1/8 inch drill bit, drill those out so I can get my screws in there. And we got to drill out the old rivets, holes, and make room for the new screws to go through. So on this one, I'm using 11/64 drill bit to get the rivet out. And there she is. Using some self-drilling zinc-plated, these are pan head Phillips screws, 10/16 by 3/4 inch long. You can see they'll got a little self-tap around there, just makes it easier. I kind of like them for getting into that, especially when I can't get the whole rivet drilled out of the little bar. These go right in. And we now have a repaired louver. Nice screw holding it in there. I just every once in a while check the screws, make sure they stay tight, and look for other ones that are loose, like this one. This one's starting to wiggle a little. I'll probably drill these out right now, put some screws in them just as a preemptive maintenance there. I had a few of these where I was able to drill them successfully, put my my pan Phillips screw in the 10/16 by 3/4 self-drilling screw, get that in there. It's nice and tight now. And I've got a few of those in from a long time ago that are working really well. I did discover that when I drilled some of the rivets out, there's like a inner piece inside the louver that the rivet goes into, and it broke loose and made a much larger hole in the back, so I needed a bigger screw. I found that the standard license plate holder screws, which are, you know, like galvanized, pretty weather resistant, and I ended up using a few of those, as you can see here, and they fit perfectly into the holes that were left once that rivet piece blew out of there. So nice and tight, all set, ready for another road trip.